All right, all right. This is a quick Let's Play. I have a hard stop in 18 minutes. So this is not going to last more than 18 minutes, I promise you. Now what we're going to do is we're looking at this game, The King is Watching. This is a big Steam Next Fest game. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to talk about it and play it. This is a hot one. I'll talk in a second about why it's hot and how hot it is, and it's hot. So we've got classic thing up here. We've got our thing, wishlist on Steam, right up front. Good job. Join our Discord. Provide feedback. These are great things. I like to do the provide feedback, and I'm going to show you what this is. This opens up a browser tab. Let me full screen this. What this does is just a Google form. I'm more surprised that more people aren't doing this. You should definitely do this if you have a Next Fest demo. And basically, it's just these questions. And here's the thing, kids. You could just copy this. Just copy the homework. There's no copyright on feedback forms, and it's not school. You're not in school anymore. You could just straight up copy these. I look through these questions. They're awesome. Okay, this was written by somebody who has experience writing surveys. I'll tell you why. How much time do you play doing the demo? Good question. How far have you gone? I like this just because I never know how far these demos go. And Dragon Boss and Ogre Boss, those are in this game. I have not gotten that far. I've not played this much. I've reached endless mode. I've not done this well, but I am going to try because this game's fun. How'd you learn about this game? I learned about it by Next Fest, which I was recommended on Steam. Let's see here. They should probably augment this to also include, I know you could do other, but Steam Next Fest, that's a big thing. So that's a big thing. And then this is how I know they're professional. See, they do a scale. This is called a Net Promoter Score, and it starts with 0. That's how you always know if this is correct, because it's a weird form, but Net Promoter Score, look it up, kids, always starts with 0. 0 to 10, how much would you recommend? Basically, 7 is neutral. Everything above 7 is a win. Everything below 7 is a negation of your score. Look up Net Promoter Score if you're doing a survey. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. How would you describe this game to a friend? This is a question I love. I always ask this because this will help you write your short description. Because if they say, oh, it's just like this plus this, now you know. And what game does King is Watching remind you of? Perfect answer, because then you can tie your tags to the game. So very, very awesome form. Let's get started. Now, I've gone through the tutorial. I'm just going to skip through a lot of this stuff, and I'm going to tell you what's going on here. Let me just see what this is. I don't know what this is, actually. I said I know what was going on, and I don't know what this is. So I got 160 turns. There's a tutorial, which is okay. It's a pretty good tutorial. It's mandatory for one of these type of games because they're very hard. But I'm just going to play, and I'm going to tutorialize as I talk. But again, I've got a hard stop. That's why I'm going so fast. Now, this is a tower defense / city builder combo. And a lot of people ask me, I'm just going to talk through my general thoughts, and I'll explain how the game works in a second. But a lot of people ask me, they're like, Chris, are tower defense games still a thing? Kind of. They kind of are. Basically, the classic tower defense where you plop towers down, and then as you kill, the enemies come in waves, and then after they after you kill enough, the wave stops, you get a bunch of coins, you spend the coins to upgrade your towers and build stuff. That model is too simple now. People are tired of that model, in my opinion, and so you need to go somewhere else. And I've seen a lot of games this year go towards this new model, which is what you do is you have a city management half and a tower defense half, and those go together. There's another game called Super Fantasy Kingdom, put up a hooded horse. I'm feeling a lot of vibes of that game and this game. And there's other ones that I've seen, but basically what you're trying to do in those games is you are managing this town and then manage the towers. And so up here is the waves coming, and that is what is going on here is, see, I'm going to get an attack from this force. And here's basically my tower defense. Did I do an archery too? No, small peasant hut. I don't know why I have an archer. Anyway, so these are kind of like my towers. So that's the changes. I'm not longer, this one's a little different because I'm not placing, that is a knight, and this is a little peasant. I am not, sorry, I'm trying to also manage this. So very much like tower defense, there's a wave, and if you beat the wave, you get resources. That's what these are. And so you get gold, which is the denarii. Buildings, I want to get an iron mine. Building, I want to go for a wheat field. Yes. And then a prophecy. I get to pick who comes next. I don't understand this one because I just always pick who are the next 3 waves of enemies. I'm picking that. That's what this prophecy is. I'm just not good enough, so I always pick the least one. And then you sometimes get these decisions built in. So you see how it's basically tower defense, but they've added all these extra accoutrements on top of it, like these kind of roguelike decision trees. I'm going to pick these demon troops to come, and these are basically demon towers. This seems like a bug where it says claim your reward and there's no rewards. Oh wait, I think it's claim your rewards because I just claimed them, but it just seems like an awkward UI bug. I would just click proceed when there's no more choices. So anyway, these are now my towers. I have 3 peasants, and this is what's going on now is I can, where's that? I thought I picked I thought I picked a field, but, so I get cards, and these are the buildings I can produce, and they get mined out, like that wood got mined out, and with that, I can, oh, you know what, that village. So that market is, how I can turn wheat into gold or other items into other items. But these are the cards that I have, and I need to build some villagers because you need peasants. You really need peasants. So I'm going to build this here, and I am going to do this. Because you need peasants to fight these guys off. And so here's the tower aspect is I'm managing a city, and it's super simple. I really like this game. I think this is super fun. So I love this mechanic, and the key mechanic, which you would call the unique selling proposition, I am going to go with a magic college. What's unique about this game is the king watches, and the only stuff that produces in this village is the stuff within this border of this I gotta get some wheat. Sorry. Whatever's produced in this corner, whatever's within this frame is producing for me. And so, like a city, each building produces something, but nothing's being produced. You see what I mean? Oh, here's my wheat field. It costs 28. So right now, if I want more water, I need more water resources. I need to make the king's gaze go on these 3 because I really want to get this wheat field, and it costs 80 water, and I need 53. That's the unique selling proposition. And so it's a lot of management here, and then to the tower defense. So if your question is, does tower defense still have a viable thing? Yes, but you really should bolt some novel city building mechanic on top of that. And that's what this game's doing. Again, Super Fantasy Kingdom is doing it. Very neat stuff. I'm going to build this. I'm also going to delete this one because I accidentally built this wheat field and I shouldn't have. The other thing that I need to do is I need to get more wood. And I'm going to upgrade my wheat field. Really, that thing always confuses me. Okay, so I am shifting to this, and I'm going to build another peasant because you really need a big army. I've been dying a lot, and you go wave after wave after wave, and so that's what I'm kind of building up to is this in this playfield. And the other thing that you got to do, you can upgrade your gaze, which I'm trying to do. I need to manage my, let's see, what resource do I have? Should I get, I'm going to also turn my, I can't turn wood into gold, but I can turn wheat. And I'm just pumping out the wheat with this field out here. That's what I'm trying to do. Iron mine, I'm going to wait. I really want to upgrade this thing. It's a key critical resource. Oh wait, I need to get this because my market won't work unless it's under the king's gaze. So I'm going to do this. I wish that wheat field I had put it over here. But see how it's a fun mechanic? I'm optimizing where my city's laid out, what I'm focusing on. So really novel mechanic. That's what's cool. Another thing, somebody was asking me last time, let's do magic school too. Another thing people were asking me about was, Chris, I know you always say pixel art sucks and you shouldn't make pixel arts. I was not saying that at all. I don't think, I always say pixel art platformers don't sell, but that's not saying pixel art doesn't sell. I'm just saying pixel art platformers do not, pixel art platformers don't do very well because to do well with a platformer, you basically have to invent a new art style. And the retro pixel art is not novel enough. Now, sometimes there is a novel-looking pixel art that does super, super well, but it is not yet. Okay, it's very hard to find something new within those constraints. I'm gonna build this research table. Oh, I should have done that. I gotta keep my eye on the price. I'm trying to upgrade my vision so that I can get 4 things. So I gotta get more of this gold from the marketplace because I'm trading wheat for gold. So it really is. It's kind of like I'm kind of playing Settlers of Catan and a tower defense game at the same time, and that's what it takes. So just to recap, I don't think pixel art is dead, and I think pixel art is great for these crafty buildy simulation games like this, because crafty buildy simulation thrive in having tons of resources and items and villages and towns and all this stuff. And when you do pixel art, you can do that a lot cheaper, as how content is very long. I mean, I have been playing this game for hours, and it's still fun, and I still don't see the same content over and over again. It really is cool what I'm seeing here. So, sorry, I'm just managing. I'm making sure that I've got enough troops and everything. They've eaten all my wheat. Okay. Oh, okay, so then sometimes we have a trader. This is how you spend the gold. So the good stuff typically is iron mine, boost production, family, 2 temporary archers at the start of every wave. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. I like that. And let's save. Let's see what other things we have here. Ooh, and then you get spells, just like in a tower defense where you can drop special spells. I'm going to go for this. I like those infernals. They're pretty good. And UI bug, it's X to close it. I would expect a next down here. It took me a while to find that. So if you're monitoring the UI, look for that. Okay, so I gotta stop. I gotta knock that off. I've got enough gold. So what I'm gonna do is water and wheat, because I need a ton of wheat to get this greater vision. I've got enough gold now. And so we're there. So yeah, like what I'm saying is, look at all these villages and upgrades and resources. A crafty building game needs a lot of icons and characters and items that can be cross-fused and stuff, which is great for pixel art because you could just mix and match. Look at Minecraft, even though it's not exactly pixel art, it's pixel art polygon. The reason they're able to have so many resources and so many combinations is because it's cheap to make the art. So I do think pixel art's great, and like I was playing the previous game, He Is Coming, and this one rely heavily on pixel art, and they're doing great. So I think pixel art, and I see some great pixel artists, and they always make a platformer, and it's like, your pixel art would be so awesome. I'm about to hit 60 here. Would be so awesome if you were to make a crafty building game, and it just makes me mad. I was like, use all that juice, all those cool effects that you do, making a pixel art city builder or something. It just kills me every time a beautiful pixel artist make another pixel art platform. I was like, there's so much potential. You have so much potential. Oh boy, I am in trouble here. I am in trouble. Why am I not getting more villagers? Okay, come on, villagers, go, go, go. Good thing I upgraded this because I can get all 3 villagers going. Oh boy, I am in trouble. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna summon these guys. So I summon these. Oh, and that's the thing is, see this 94? This is my wall. Once these guys finally destroy my wall, that's there. Just like a, tower defense game. Again, tower defense didn't go away, it just evolved. I think people are just tired of the traditional tower defense. Build the towers, get the gold, buy a new tower, AoE. Let's see, building archery. I always like the archer here. Basic construction 2. These are so many buildings. Here's the other thing, folks. This game is very generous. I don't know, I'm just picking the 3 weakest things to come next. Receive 2 troops. I don't care. I just need troops. This game's very just. I haven't seen anywhere where they're like, oh, this is only in the demo. I don't know where the demo stops. It seems like it's endless. It seems like I got the whole game. So anyway, I've got to stop. Again, I had a hard stop. So let's take 5 minutes. I'm going to flip over and look at some of the stats here of this game. A couple things. When you do die, that I would correct with this game. If you die, it doesn't have a wish list button. It should say, you died. Play again, wish list. It should do that. It didn't. And then when I quit, let's quit. Yes, quit. It should opt in. It should say, hey, thanks for playing. Would you like to wish list? Oh, here it is. Thanks for playing. Plan for the full game. This is cool. This is cool. Quit. I would move this wish list to Steam button right here, and I'd move quit to here. So you have to really look for it. Ooh, and subscribe to the newsletter. I like that. Wish I was on the main menu. But see all this? This is awesome. Good job. I would just make that quit screen a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to, let's look at how it's doing store-wise. And it's doing awesome. So I counted in the, on NextFest, top demos, which is most concurrent players, it is number 15. Right there. There's the King is Watching. King is Watching and he is coming. There's a very patriarchal, menacing coming, watching aspect. Really says a lot about the times, man. You could write a total like dissertation off of this. It's really cool. Oh, by the way, while I'm switching around here, don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. YouTube sucks, folks. Okay, YouTube, I don't want you to subscribe to me. What do you get when you subscribe? Nothing. But if you go over to howtomarketagame.com/free, you get this book. So all you have to do is howtomarketagame.com/free. Type in your email address. Just go, I am Chris Zukowski at gmail. That's my email address. And that's how you do it. But anyway, folks, that's what you should do. Don't subscribe to my channel. YouTube sucks. And this is going to be the last video you watch today. After you watch my video, you should just close the browser tab and not watch any more YouTube, because YouTube is a time waste. You got games to work on, not looking at these things. Watching YouTubes doesn't help you make your game. Okay, here anyway. So here it is. Look at their, this is a plugin for SteamDB. Their peak concurrent, which is right now, they are at their peak they've ever been, is basically today. 827 now. Today, they did 992, which is the peak. Or they're almost to 1,000. And I looked, they were the 15th one on the list. So somewhere around 15, you need to get 1,000 players simultaneously. That is huge. Remember when I played that platformer game that was published by Devolver? You know, you think, oh, a Devolver platformer, that's got to be huge. It only had like 62 concurrent players. He is coming, I think, had about 600 concurrent players. That a couple of other games right around 600. What was that other game I played? I can't remember. But to get into the top 15, but above the fold, it takes almost 1,000. And I'm telling you, folks, these crafty, buildy games, long play times. Again, I have not seen a limit to what you can do in this game. Like, there's nowhere where I was like, well, you beat the game. I didn't. I got to 172 concurrent days of attacks and waves and stuff in this game. Didn't get to a boss. I didn't beat a boss. It was like really hard. There's so much content. That's how crafty, buildy games get these huge concurrent players. And the name of the game for Steam is concurrent players. And so that's what's so important. And let me pull up another bit of stats data I have. Oh, here's SteamDB. Let's look at SteamDB. I haven't done a deep dive on this game to see how far, but guess when I bet they launched their demo? This is probably all their social media. Well, of course, never mind. They launched their demo all the way back here because this is concurrent for how many players they got. So really soft, and then something happened. I wonder what it is. Maybe they got signed because it's a Tiny Build published. Maybe they finally signed with Tiny Build here. And then there, and here they are on NextFest hitting, let me click Max again. I'm click the wrong button. Here it is at Max. This is the Steam Next Fest. Steam Next Fest is really good for them. Next Fest really is winner take all. If you're on the top of the charts, like he is, the King is watching, then you get all the views. And so their Next Fest is going to be very good. If you're not top of Next Fest, there's not much going on there. Let's look at their follower count, and then I got to go because my time's up. I'm going to go. You can't see it from here. King is watching. King, let's see if King is watching. You have to go to the main. I was looking at the demo page. Let's look at the main thing. Let's look at their follower chart. I always like to see their follower charts. It's up. It's just up forever. I bet this is probably, I didn't look, but I think this is when they launched their demo, probably here, and then it takes off. Let me tell you, folks, until you launch the demo, you don't get wishlist. When you launch the demo, then you get wishlist. So it's just up and up. And look at how much spiker it is here. There's an increase in the acceleration. That's what it takes. So King is watching. How many are they at? 70,000 wish lists, basically. Just add a zero on the end. That's how you calculate wish lists from followers. They're probably sitting on 70,000. This game's doing well in Next Fest, which means I'm very confident this game's going to do well in the full release, whenever that is. So King is watching. Excellent crafty buildy. It's a tower defense. It's pixel art. This is possible, folks. Really, you can do tower defense. You just got to know where the games are going, and they're going towards more of a combination of city building and tower defense. Look at the other game that it's kind of like this. I think it's called Core Digger or Core. It's a recent game. It's a tower defense game, but it's tower defense plus mining. So you mine and then you build up your towers. That's Core Keeper, maybe this Core something. It's a new release this year. I always forget the name of it. It's not a very memorable name, but it did well. So I have nothing but high hopes. But I don't have high hopes for YouTube, so don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. Join my mailing list, howtomarketagame.com/free. And this is the last video you're going to watch today because you have work to do. You're not going to keep watching all these YouTubes all day while you're just sitting in your underwear. No, you're going to get up, you're going to go outside, and you're going to have a great day. So thank you for watching. I'm glad I was the last YouTube you watched today. Bye.